This is DJ Johnny's Straight Pipe Hush, rolling right back into your ear holes here on Wbanjo 99.9 FM. Now don't mind that screeching sound in the background. We just had to slather a fresh tub of lard on the transmitter belt to keep the whole setup from shooting sparks into the drywall. We're still pumping 5,000 watts of unadulterated country logic right across Lapeer County, broadcasting live from the shoulder of M53, just a stone's throw north of I-69. I reckon if you open your front door right now, you can probably hear the bass vibrating the tin roof on the tool shed. Wipe the grease off your hands, settle into that porch swing, and keep your dials glued right here. We got a whole mess of wild tunes and short fuse talk headed your way, so don't you dare touch that dial. You know, the city folks look at a stretch of timber or a swampy creek bottom, and they just see empty space. But a country boy, a mountain man, we look out there and we see a dinner table set by the Almighty himself. It's what we call wood and water foraging. It ain't a hobby, and it sure as heck ain't some modern trend.
It's the way our granddaddy stayed alive, and it's the way the land talks back to you. If you're quiet enough to listen, right here in Michigan,
the seasons don't just change the weather,
they change your menu.
When the snow thaws out, the woods give you the holy grail.
Them beautiful hidden spring morels, wild garlic and fiddlehead ferns, popping up through the dead leaves like little green promises.
Come summertime, your hands get stained purple from tracking down wild blackberries and elderflowers in the thickets.
While you're wading knee-deep in the cool waters to pull up watercress and cattail roots, cattails.
Man, that's the bread of the wilderness right there.
By the time the frost hits in the fall, the hardwoods drop their bounties of wild nuts and high bush cranberries.
And even in the dead of winter, there's utility in the pine bark and the driftwood if you know how to respect it.
But the wilderness don't suffer fools, survivors.
You gotta respect the law of the woods and waters.
If you're pulling food out of a creek,
you better know where that water comes from,
or you'll find yourself
tangled up with parasites like liver flukes. You gotta know your boundaries.
Keep your boots on public land,
and always make sure that mushroom you're eyeing
ain't some poisonous trickster like giant hogweed.
Read up on Samuel Thayer,
or keep your eyes on the fountain,
you foraging channels,
so you don't end up needing
the good Lord earlier than intended. So
if you're sitting out there on your porch,
or maybe you're out past the fairgrounds listening in your truck, remember this: true wealth don't come from a grocery store shelf.
It's found right under your boots,
where the roots run deep
and the water runs clear.
Let this Wbanjo take you down to the creek bottom. Yeah, we liked. Yeah. Well, I took 70 paces clean off of the trail to find me some dinner to dump in my pail. I spotted some mushrooms right next to a log and a weed that looked legal to feed to a hog.
I grabbed a big handful of giant hogweed and a questionable fungus covered in seed. My skin started burning, my eyeballs turned red. I looked like a zombie that rose from the dead.
Oh, twist my suspenders and call me a mule.
The wood and the water will lock up a fool.
If you don't know your onions, your belly will scream.
Don't eat the strange flora down by the trout stream.
Banjo is playing, the washboard is loud.
We're foraging wild and we're acting too proud.
I waded knee-deep in a swamp full of muck to harvest some cattails and try out my luck. I bit a big root that was juicy and brown, the nastiest mud pie the side of the town.
My belly started rolling, it gave a big groan. I was hosting a fluke that I now call my own. I ran for the bushes, knocked over a hive. It's a miracle, neighbor, that I'm still alive.
Oh, twist my suspenders and call me a mule.
The wood and the water will lock up a fool.
If you don't know your onions, your belly will scream.
Don't eat the strange flora down by the trout stream.
Banjo is playing, the washboard is loud.
We're foraging wild and we're acting too proud.
In the fall I went looking for hickory nuts, but a red squirrel chased me and bit at my guts. I fell in the creek where the sacred pond lotus grew thick as a carpet before I could notice.
I sprouted some weeds from the holes in my boot, and my wife wouldn't touch me, you hootin' old coot.
Now I'm sticking to biscuits and gravy, I swear,
And leaving the brush to the turkey and bear.
oh, twist my suspenders and call me a mule.
The wood and the water will lock up a fool.
If you don't know your onions, your belly will scream.
Don't eat the strange flora down by the trout stream.
Banjo is playing, the washboard is loud.
We're foraging wild and we're acting too proud.
Yeah, we like to laugh at ourselves when we get tangled up in the briars, friends. It's good for the soul to remember we ain't quite as smart as the old timers were.
But you know, when the sun starts setting behind them tall Michigan hardwoods, and the mist begins to rise off the wetland bottoms,
You realize something profound.
every little green sprout pushing through the clay, every clear drop of water dripping off a mossy rock, it's a gift.
It's a reminder that this world was designed to sustain us.
If we only treat it with a little humility and a whole lot of respect.
Life is a lot like a 5-string banjo.
You can construct an entire world out of a single simple spark.
But true wisdom means knowing when to let the melody fade out into the quiet.
Take care of the land,
Neighbors,
and the land will take care of you.
keep your water clean
Keep your heart pure.
and keep your radio dial right here.
Good night, Valley.
Dip my boots in sizzling bacon grease, sprinkle them with cornmeal, and call me absolutely smitten. Just take a long, slow gander at this magnificent specimen standing proud as a peacock on top of that rocky ridge. Now, I know some of them highfalutin city folks like them fancy, jet-black racing stallions. But if you ask me, they ain't got a lick of the sheer country elegance we're looking at right here. Just look at that ghostly white coat shining in the afternoon sun like a fresh-skimmed batch of sweet morning moonshine. Look at them exceptionally long legs built for leaping over falling logs, and that bright red halter wrapped around its snout like a fancy satin ribbon on a jar of blue ribbon pickles down at the county fair. This ain't just some ordinary, run-of-the-mill barnyard critter you'd find eating briars in the ditch. This is a true hillbilly's romantic dream, standing on 4 solid hooves. Pull up a 3-legged stool, pour yourself a fruit jar of cold spring water, and let me sing you a piece of my heart.
Your coat is as white as the morning moonshine, standing so tall on that rocky incline. You got her red halter strapped tight to your head, makes you look fancier than a new wine bed.
Your mane is all cropped like a fresh summer haircut,
and you're looking right at me, no ifs, ands, or maybe buts.
You're standing up high where the mountain wind blows,
chasing the horse flies away from your toes.
that stone wall behind you is rugged and old,
But your majestic posture is a sight to behold.
you're tied to a chain, but you carry it grand,
Like a prize-winning stallion across the deep sand. Oh, my leggy white donkey, you're striking a pose with mud on your shins and a freckled old nose. Your ears point straight up to the clear blue sky, and you're looking right at me with a mischievous eye.
I love you far more than a bucket of trout.
You're beautiful, darling, with a velvety snout.
Your front legs are stained like you're wearing brown socks.
From stomping through briars and climbing on rocks.
You're skinny and sleek, built for running the ridge.
You're taller than the timbers on the old county bridge.
Your belly is round from that sweet clover patch,
And your stubborn old heart is a perfect old match.
if a copperhead snake ever came to the pen,
I know you would stomp it again and again.
well, the kick of your hoof and a shake of your mane,
You'd clear out the varmints and ease all my pain.
you're better than tractors, you're better than plows.
You're the finest young critter the good Lord allows. Oh, my leggy white donkey, you're striking a pose with mud on your shins and a freckled old nose. Your ears point straight up to the clear blue sky, and you're looking right at me with a mischievous eye.
I love you far more than a bucket of trout.
You're beautiful, darling, with a velvety snout.
They can keep all their hound dogs, their chickens and hogs,
They can keep all their fancy old city slick dogs,
'cause none of them critters can holler and bray.
and scare all the crows from the corn patch away.
Yeah, you are my treasure, my mountainside queen.
The loveliest jackass that I've ever seen. Oh, my leggy white donkey, you're striking a pose with mud on your shins and a freckled old nose. Your ears point straight up to the clear blue sky, and you're looking right at me with a mischievous eye.
I love you far more than a bucket of trout.
You're beautiful, darling, with a velvety snout.
Yeah, you got them muddy shanks, a little bit of field grime on your knees, and a belly that's clearly seen its fair share of hand-shucked field corn. But you hold your head high like a king sitting right on his crown. Some folks might look at you and just see a stubborn old mule tied to a chain. But when I see that bright red strap on your face and them majestic radar dish ears pointing up to the heavens, I know my heart has been completely, entirely hornswoggled. There ain't no doubt about it. So let's just head on down into the cool shadows of the holler together, my beautiful, pale-coated sweetheart. And we'll leave the rest of the world behind. You know, brothers and sisters, life is a lot like a 5-string banjo. You can construct an entire world out of a single, simple spark. But true wisdom means knowing when to let the melody fade out into the quiet. We spend our days searching the high ridges and the deep hollers for a sign of true beauty, forgetting that the most profound miracles are usually standing right in front of us, covered in field dust and walking down a rugged path. When you find that one soul that sets your heart to racing, you don't look at the external trappings of this modern world. You just stand back, marvel at the wonder of creation, and let the Spirit move you. Stomping my boots, scoot boots, hearing that big bass go boom, boom. Me and my old alley cat are watching her clear out the room.
She's doing that mountainside wobble, shaking the dust off the track, walking right down that old dirt road, and there ain't no turning back.
Her hips are moving like jelly spread on a sizzling hot biscuit. When she drops it down to the gravel, you know I'm gonna risk it. Wobble it left, shake it right, girl, you're turning my engine inside out. You got that pure country thunder making me wanna stand up and shout.
My overalls are getting tight, just watching her churn it like butter. She's dropping it low in the grass, leaving the neighborhood in a mutter.
Wobble it, baby, all night long, getting wild to this backwoods groove. Down at the local honky-tonk, watching her elegant structure move, sipping that sweet peach moonshine straight from a blue ribbon jar. She rolled up to the gravel pit, driving just like a NASCAR star.
I'm counting every single freckle sitting right there on her cheek when she hits that old wooden dance floor.
My knees get incredibly weak. Lord, look at that, behind the vine, she's swaying from left to the right, like a dually tractor trailer hauling a massive load of hay on a Friday night.
I ain't no highfalutin city slicker, I'm just a backwoods kind of guy, but the way she moves across the floor has got me hollering to the sky.
She's got them thick cornbread thighs and plenty of gravy in her hips. Every time she takes it down to the floor, my jaw just completely flips. Wobble, wobble, boom, hear that 5-string banjo plug ring out clear.
Can y'all feel that deep end bass
vibrating through the atmosphere? I love the way she wobbles when she two-steps right across the bar,
making every single feller jealous, wondering who we are.
She drops it down to the floorboards, then picks it up nice and slow.
The prettiest darling buying fried chicken
down at the county fair show.
She's bobbing up and down just like a fishing bobber in the creek. Got me hooked hard like a big old catfish, making my willpower weak.
Ain't no way I'm staying sober when she wobbles till the cows come home. This hillbilly rap beat has got the whole entire holler ringing up my phone. Now she sure ain't no skinny minnie, she's thick and sweet like molasses, stomping right through the mud in her bare feet. ignoring the classes. I pull up in my old pickup truck with them big mud tires are spinning.
She looks my way and yells,
"Hey boy, come get this country prize winning." We lie and dance to the rhythm, but then she breaks it completely down, swaying so hard she makes the pigs and the ping go crazy all over town.
From the rusty old trailer park all the way up to the hayloft height, we're bouncing and jumping around through the middle of the night.
Her style's got more natural shake than a wet dog
Stuck in a fierce old fight.
Don't forget to play that fiddle loud
While I'm letting this flow ignite.
Yes, sir. At the end of the day, when the music stops echoing through the timber and the moon shines down on the metal roof of the barn, you realize what truly matters. It ain't about the grand houses or the wealth you accumulate. It's about finding that joyful rhythm in the simple things. It's about a woman who isn't afraid to get her bare feet muddy, who carries herself with the pride of the mountains, and who can make a hard-working man forget every single worry with just one spin on the floor. Hold on tight to that country heart. Keep your feet planted deep in the soil.
And never let the world steal your song. And never let the world steal your song.
You know, friends, life is a lot like a 5-string banjo. You can construct an entire world out of a single simple spark. But true wisdom means knowing when to let the melody fade out into the quiet. We sit out here on the porch in the twilight, staring across the meadows and the river, looking for a bit of peace in a loud world. And sometimes the universe gives you exactly what you need, not in a grand sign, but in the humble twang of a handmade instrument crafted right here in the hills. But then again, sometimes you buy your parts from a discount catalog, and things don't go exactly according to plan. I went down to the workshop with the blueprint in my hand to build the finest banjo in the eastern Michigan land. I gathered up the seasoned wood, the head was tight and clean, but I ran clean out of hardware for my music-making machine.
I didn't have no proper strings, my wallet was bone dry, so I went looking through the scrap pile with a desperate, creative eye.
I found an old screen door kit and a rusted trampoline and built the weirdest picking apparatus that you have ever seen. Oh, I built a 5-string banjo, and it's completely out of control.
It's got too much mechanical tension
For a piece of bluegrass soul. Every time I pluck a note,
the whole porch starts to shake.
and I'm terrified of the violent and acoustic noise.
It's gonna make
It don't go twang, it don't go plunk.
it just goes boing and sproing.
It's the craziest looking gadget that I've ever gotten going. The first string is a screen door spring, it hums a low-grade bass. The second one's from a rusty mattress that I found down at the place.
The third string came from a ballpoint pen, the fourth from an old pogo stick, and the fifth one is a truck suspension piece that's 3 inches thick.
I tried to tune it up to G,
But the neck began to bend.
it sounded like a freight train crashing into a dead end.
I hit a high-speed double thumb roll on that coil-sprung design, and the tension got so heavy it snapped my fishing line.
The third spring shot right off the rim like a bullet from a gun. It flew across the gravel yard and made the hound dogs run.
It ricocheted off Uncle Billy's brand new camouflage hat, knocked the patting a stray cat.
The pogo spring uncoiled itself and launched the bridge sky high. It sailed right past a turkey buzzard
flying in the sky.
Now the neighborhood is hiding out.
They're locking up their door.
They think a secret military weapon
is launching on our shores. Oh, I built a five-string banjo, and it's completely out of control. It's got too much mechanical tension for a piece of bluegrass soul.
Every time I pluck a note,
the whole porch starts to shake,
and I'm terrified of the violent acoustic noise.
It's gonna make,
it don't go twang,
it don't go plunk,
it just goes boing and sproing.
It's the craziest looking gadget that I've ever gotten going.
Hold on to your overalls, boys, she's about to blow. The suspension coil is twisting up, the neck is cracking slow.
It's a hillbilly catapult masquerading as art,
and it's about to tear this old wooden kitchen
table clean apart.
I fired up the final chorus with a heavy metal pick.
The trampoline spring let loose a kick that made me mighty sick.
It launched me off my rocking chair clear over the garden gate.
I landed in a patch of wild nettles contemplating my fate.
The banjo is embedded deep inside the old oak tree.
Yeah, there ain't a man in town who wants to fetch it back for me.
So if you want to play the music of the mountains pure and true,
take my advice and leave them heavy hardware springs inside the flute.
And so the dust settles on the barnyard, and the quiet returns to the holler. We learn our lessons the hard way, through bruised shins and shattered wood. At the end of the day, though, whatever comes out,
whether it's a perfect melody or just a moment of wild imagination with a bunch of rusty scrap metal,
is simply a young boy playing with his toys alone.
I don't mean any disrespect to the fine art of instrument making, and I never want to come across that way.
It's just our way of exploring,
of letting our minds run completely free in these solitary moments.
Keep your strings tuned, your heart open, and maybe stay away from industrial hardware
when you're writing a love song.
This is DJ Johnny. Straight pipe hush on Wbanjo 99.9 FM. Evening settles heavy over the ridge tonight, friends, and it gets a man to thinking about the old ways. Upcoming old-time hillbilly philosophy is a collection of survival lessons, community standards, and blunt moral truths wrapped up in sharp, everyday wit born out of the isolation of the mountains and hard country living. These forgotten maxims taught people how to face life's heavy trials without letting the world harden them completely. You see, the folks who cleared these woods didn't have fancy self-help books. They just had the soil, the seasons, and a whole lot of common sense. So pull up a chair by the wood stove, pour a little something warm in your jar, and let's look at how we navigate this old world when the road gets rocky. My cousin Festus bought a mule that was stubborn, mean, and blind. He tried to plow the South 40, but a big oak stump aligned. He cussed and whipped that critter, tried to blast it with some grease. He broke his iron plowshare and he broke the county piece.
Well, Grandpappy walked on over, spitting tobacco on the clump. He said, son, life is a whole lot simpler when you just plow around the stump. Except them permanent obstacles sitting right there in your track. Don't go destroying
Then Uncle Billy got a notion to dig a backyard well. He missed the water completely, but he dug a hole to hell.
He got so deep he couldn't see, just throwing mud into the sky.
The more he dug, the more the dirt kept hitting him in the eye.
We all stood around the rim, yelling down into the clay.
Hey Billy, if you find yourself in a deep hole today,
The very first thing you gotta do
is just drop the shovel and pause.
stop digging deeper when your own two hands are the doggone cause.
Oh, it's
Old time mountain wisdom from the holler to the ridge.
it'll keep your wagon steady when you're crossing over the bridge.
Plow around the obstacles and drop your shovel deep.
Take a lesson from the briar patch before you try to leap. It's that straight pipe, hillbilly logic, pure as moonshine in a jar.
It'll get you through the darkness
When you can't see a single star. Now Zeke went looking for a fight down at the local store.
He heard a fella ran his mouth about his kitchen floor.
He marched 3 miles through the brush, just itching for a scrap.
But he tripped over a hornet's nest and landed in their trap.
Grandma yelled from the porch,
You foolish, hard-headed sheep.
don't go looking for trouble, son, 'cause trouble will surely keep.
Hard times and friction find you on their own, without a doubt.
There ain't no sense in borrowing worry
Before the sun goes out.
We started down the logging trail to fetch a load of wood.
The rain was pouring buckets, but the old truck ran real good.
Billy started crying 'cause the mud was hitting the floor.
He complained about his overalls and ruined his kitchen chore.
I looked across the bench seat and I gave his arm a smack.
Every single path has got a few puddles on the track.
Expecting a perfectly smooth journey is an absolute fool's errand, brother.
Getting a little wet is just part of moving forward with one another. Oh, it's old time mountain wisdom from the holler to the ridge.
It'll keep your wagon steady
When you're crossing over the bridge, plow around the obstacles and drop your shovel deep.
Take a lesson from the briar patch
Before you try to leap,
It's that straight pipe,
hillbilly logic.
pure as moonshine in a jar.
It'll get you through the darkness
When you can't see a single star. Yeah, folks, when you strip away all the noise of this modern life, them old timers really had it figured out. Life ain't about fixing every crooked tree in the forest or paving over every muddy ditch. It's about having the grit to work around what you can't change, the sense to stop making your own messes worse, and the peace of mind to walk through the puddles with your head held high.
Don't go rushing out to meet tomorrow's troubles today.
Just keep your feet planted, keep your tools sharp, and let the melody carry you home. This is DJ Johnny
Straight pipe.
Hush signing off from the Wbanjo studio.
Sleep warm tonight, neighbors.
And take care of one another out there in the dark. You know, neighbors, if you sit out on the porch long enough after the sun goes down behind the timber, the ridge has a way of telling you exactly what matters. Mountain wisdom emphasizes quiet integrity. Holding that actions speak louder than words. Out here in the woods, true wisdom is often whispered rather than yelled, placing value on quiet, consistent character. We've all run across folks who can talk a dog off a meat wagon. But at the end of the day, a person's worth is measured by how they behave, not by what they say. It's about living the truth, not just preaching it from a high soapbox. So let's gather around the old wood stove tonight and talk about the real fabric of a country's soul.
Oh, and Silas stood down at the general He bragged he could wrestle a bear in the brush and build a whole barn in a Saturday rush.
But when the roof leaked on Widow's Maud's old shack,
old Silas was nowhere to be found on the track.
but quiet young Caleb didn't say a single word. He just grabbed his hammer while the morning fog blurred.
He patched up that roof in the pouring cold rain,
While Silas was inside just nursing a sprain. Oh, your actions will holler when your mouth stays shut. Don't matter if you're living in a mansion or a hut.
true wisdom is a whisper.
It ain't a loud shout.
It's about what you do when the lanterns go out.
Yeah, you gotta live it out,
Don't just preach it all day.
'cause your tracks in the mud show the truth of your way.
Then Deacon McGurk used to holler and preach about saving your nickels and staying in reach. He'd lecture the holler on fried chicken greed and tell us that fasting was all that we need.
But we caught him at midnight behind the smokehouse.
Quietly chewing just like a fat mouse,
He had a whole ham tucked inside his wool vest.
with grease on his chin from his secret food quest.
See, a man's worth is measured by the way he behaves,
Not the length of the sermons he thumps at our graves.
Now cousin Rebecca had a tongue like a saw.
She'd slice up your feelings and spit at the law,
She told Uncle Festus his tractor was trash.
and called his prize hound dog a lazy old ass.
Well, she tried to take back them harsh words the next week.
But they stuck in the holler like moss in the creek.
Speak carefully, brother,
When you open your trap,
once them hard words fly out,
you can't close the gap.
like a bullet that's fired from an old rusty gun.
You can't catch it back when the damage is done.
They say pretty is as pretty does in the hills.
It ain't about ribbons or fancy store frills,
Old Auntie Judy's got a face like a prune,
and her singing voice sounds like a choking baboon.
but she stays up all night when the neighbors get sick.
Fixing her poultices and stoking the wick,
Action defines beauty.
pure and complete,
It's the kindness you show.
in your muddy bare feet.
An old cedar tree might look crooked and rough,
But its roots hold the soil when the weather gets tough. Oh, your actions will holler when your mouth stays shut.
don't matter if you're living in a mansion or a hut.
True wisdom is a whisper. It ain't a loud shout.
It's about what you do.
When the lanterns go out,
Yeah, you gotta live it out,
don't just preach it all day.
'cause your tracks in the mud show the truth of your way. So when you lay your head down on your pillow tonight and look up at the rafters, don't worry about whether you made a big splash or a loud noise in the world today. Just think about the tracks you left behind. Remember that a person's inner value is shown through their actions and character, plain and simple. Keep your speech thoughtful, keep your helping hand ready, and let your life do the talking for you. The quietest river run the deepest, and a beautiful soul shines brighter than any polished stone. Sleep warm out there in the holler, friends, and keep walking the straight path. Gather around the porch for just a minute, neighbors, and let the evening settle into your bones. You know, old-time mountain life wasn't always a crystal clear spring. More often than not, it was a rocky path uphill in the pouring rain. Rooted in survival, These old sayings promote endurance and finding wisdom in hardship. The old-timers didn't have much, but they had the grit to stand tall when the winter winds howled through the chinking in the cabin walls. They knew that a man's true wealth isn't measured by what's in his pockets, but by how he carries himself through the lean times. So let's stoke the fire tonight and look back at the lessons that kept our people whole.
Old Uncle Festus needed wheels for his wooden cart, but the iron rims had rusted clean apart. He didn't run to town to buy a shiny new set. He just looked around at what he could get.
He took some old barrel staves and grapevine string and a rusty old coil from a mattress spring.
Adaptability's the rule when you're living in the brush. You make do with what you have in a Saturday rush.
He cultivated sweet contentment on that bumpy old ride, rolling down the mountain with his country pride. Then Cousin Elmo tried to smoke out a honeybee tree, using dry pine needles and some cheap whiskey. He set his own overalls completely on fire and ran screaming naked through a patch of sweet briar. He lost all his hair and it blistered his shins, but that's exactly where the wisdom begins.
You learn from your mistakes when you mess up the chore, 'cause experience is gained through errors for sure.
Now he uses a smoker like a sensible man and keeps a bucket of water right close to his hand. Oh, you bend like a willow when the high winds blow, and you harvest your wisdom from the fields below. Make do with scraps and you learn from the fall. That's the straight pipe logic that sustains us all. Yeah, you grit your teeth when the path gets tight,
And you keep on walking through the dark of the night.
Old Grandpa Elias stood down by the old oak tree, looking back at 80 years of country history.
He said, I spend too many mornings borrowing tomorrow's rain and missing out on the sunshine while nursing a little pain.
But you gotta live for the future and clear out the dread. Build a life with no regrets sitting inside your head.
The past is just water that flowed under the bridge, so keep your eyes fixed on the next high ridge.
Oh, you bend like a willow
When the high winds blow
and you harvest your wisdom
from the fields below,
make do with the scraps and you
learn from the fall.
That's the straight pipe logic that sustains us all.
Yeah, you grit your teeth
When the path gets tight,
and you keep on walking through the dark of the night.
so when you lay your head down on your pillow tonight, don't look back at the broken tools or the muddy puddles behind you. Just look forward to the morning sun breaking over the timber. Life is gonna throw some hard errors your way, but every single one of them is just wood for the fire of experience. Endure the trials. Find your contentment in the simple things you already hold in your hands, and build a life that looks straight into tomorrow with no regrets. Sleep warm out there in the holler, friends, and keep your spirits high. You know, neighbors, if you just sit quiet out on the porch long enough after the day's work is tucked away, and you watch them long evening shadows stretch their arms clear across the pasture grass, you start to realize that life is a whole lot like a 5-string banjo. You can construct an entire beautiful world out of a single, simple spark of imagination. But true wisdom means knowing when to let that loud melody fade out into the quiet of the night. We spend so many of our years rushing around from pillar to post, chasing after things that don't matter, completely forgetting that the most profound miracles are stitched right into the everyday fabric of a simple, honest day's labor.
When you wake up hours before the sun even thinks about breaking over the eastern timber,
plant your bare feet on them cold hickory floorboards and breathe in that crisp morning air. You're stepping straight into a beautiful rhythm that's older than the ancient oaks up on the ridge.
It's a way of living that keeps a man grounded deep in the soil, sustained by a good woman's love, and tightly connected to the regular folks who share this dusty gravel road with you.
It's hard country living, sure,
but it's a pure life,
and I wouldn't trade a single minute of it for all the gold in Fort Knox.
So pour yourself a hot cup from the pot, lean back against the siding,
and let me tell you exactly how a Saturday unfolds in our little corner of the world. The rooster ain't even thought about crowing yet when I stumble to the kitchen for a caffeine bet.
I fix a pot of coffee, black as a midnight coal,
and twist up the smoke
to satisfy my country soul.
with a fresh roll zigzag tucked between my lips, and homegrown tobacco providing the flavor tips.
I sit there by the window while the shadows start to fade, watching the finest morning routine that the good Lord made.
My darling wife, Fanny Bell, is gliding across the floor,
Stoking up the cook stove
and opening up the door.
She's fixing up a breakfast
That would make a dead man leap,
sizzling side meat and gravy,
while the kids are fast asleep. I swallowed down the last drop and hit the kitchen door, ready to tackle every single morning chore.
I head into the dark barn and pull up a wooden stool
To milk the old heifers by the ancient country rule.
I collect the fresh eggs from the chicken coop nest, hoping that the red rooster don't poke me in the chest. I feed all the animals from limits to the hounds, making sure that peace and plenty thoroughly abound.
Then I load up the old flatbed with the morning's fresh collection
and point the front bumper in the livestock auction direction.
I hit the gravel highway
and I cruise into town,
where the farmers and the traders
are all gathered around.
I see my Amish buddy Yoder
standing by the pin.
I say, howdy friend.
You're buying that old stubborn mule again.
Yoder strokes his beard and says,
Johnny, it is true,
but that mule has got a smarter brain than neither me or you.
last week he kicked the side right out of Miller's buggy seat
And ran clear down the highway looking for some field corn trees.
I sold some fresh eggs, some birds, and some hay, and Fanny Bell's baked goods that clear the dead away.
We pocket that cash with a big country grin, then turn the truck
Around to start the evening routine again.
I pull into the driveway
Completely done with the road
and walk up to the porch
to unload my heavy load. I collapse right down into my favorite rocking chair,
letting the afternoon breeze
blow through my thinning hair.
I wedge a wad of tobacco right inside my cheek,
Aiming at the brass spittoon that's leaked for a week.
I score a direct hit,
Let out a satisfied sigh
watching the white clouds roll.
across the summer sky.
I spit a few more times, just passing the hours away.
Counting down the minutes at the end of the day.
Suddenly I know it's exactly 5:30 on the dot.
Cause the peaceful, quiet canyon gets incredibly hot,
You can hear Elmer's old pickup coming down the track.
with a completely rusted muffler and the dust flaring in the back.
He's doing 60 miles an hour down that narrow gravel lane.
Driving that old junker like a runaway train.
The engine sound gets higher as he rattles on past.
Flying by the farmhouse
Incredibly fast, he throws his arm out the window
with a giant hand gesture,
like a NASCAR champion.
under heavy pressure.
When the dust cloud settles,
And the echo dies down
I know it's finally time.
for dinner in this town.
I stick my head inside the screeching
Rusty screen door,
Fanny Bell is standing there.
wiping up the floor. I say, hey, sweet darling,
What's cooking in the pan?
smells good enough to tempt a high-speed racing fan.
She hollers, get your muddy boots off my
Kitchen floor,
You've been tracking in the livestock auction.
ever since 4,
I got fried green tomatoes,
and a giant pot of stew.
but if you take another step,
I'll use this broom on you.
I laugh and step right back,
Onto the porch real fast,
waiting for that country feast
to materialize at last.
Oh, it's a
Fast-paced life on a slow-moving farm,
protected
from the worry and the modern-day harm,
from morning smoke.
to the auctioneer's shop,
We're figuring what this hillbilly life is all about.
with cash in our pockets and mud on our shoes,
We got too many blessings.
to ever sing the blues.
Oh, we eat our fill of taters,
And country fried steak,
then head back to the porch.
for the music we make,
I sit in the twilight,
chewing tobacco real slow,
drinking sweet tea moonshine
that makes your face glow.
I grab my 5-string banjo,
And I'm starting to pluck,
thanking my stars.
for this hillbilly luck,
The neighbors wander over from the cabins nearby.
with fiddles and spoons underneath the dark sky.
We pick and we holler,
Till midnight rolls around,
shaking the timbers with.
with that mountainside sound.
But before I can finally
Lay my head on the sheet,
I gotta feed the animals
one last midnight treat,
and finish up the lingering
final farming chores,
locking up the barnyard.
and latching the door.
When the music finally stops echoing through the timber, and the neighbors have all lit their lanterns and gone on back down the mountain trail, you climb into bed and just listen to the beautiful, deep quiet of the country night. You look up at the dark rafters, pull that old heavy patch quilt right up to your chin, and you bow your head to thank the Lord above for every single drop of blessing He poured out on your family today. You start to see real clear that a truly successful life isn't measured by how fast you can run, how much noise you make, or how much worldly wealth you can gather up in a barn. No, sir. It's measured by the simple warmth of that first cup of black coffee in the morning, the sound of honest laughter bouncing around the dinner table, and that deep, sweet peace that settles over your household when the final chores are done and the world goes quiet. It's knowing that you did a square day's work with your own two hands, treated your neighbors right, and kept your heart clean through it all. Sleep warm out there in the holler, neighbors. Keep your lanterns trimmed.
Stay kind to one another.
And remember that the whole world is resting
Safely in His mighty hands.
You know, folks, they say a good marriage is a lot like baking a prize-winning pie. It takes a whole mess of patience, a little bit of sweetness to cut through the sour times. And you gotta let things simmer down before you go cutting into it, otherwise everything just gets soupy. Tonight, the sun is dipping low behind the ridge, the hound dogs are finally quiet, and my sweet Fanny Belle is standing in that kitchen with flour on her nose. She's the crust to my cobbler, the cornstarch to my runny emotions, and looking at her makes my old heart bubble up, hotter than a wood-fired stove. Well, Fanny Belle's got the rolling pin out on the table. She's crimping the edges as fast as she's able. She quartered the fruit and she saved all the juice to thicken it up like a mountain man moose.
She's baking a pie for her favorite fella. Smells better than moonshine, a wild citronella. Tonight is the night we're gonna celebrate right, with a big jar of lightning and a couple of bites.
So bake it up hot, let it bubble and burst,
But don't you dare cut it or you will be cursed.
gotta cool it down completely or the filling will run
Like a scared little rabbit from a double-barreled gun.
Yeah, Fanny Belle's cooking up a cherry delight,
And we're gonna get wild in the holler tonight.
She didn't use flour to thicken the glaze. She used pure cornstarch for them crystal clear days. A splash of sour lemon, a drop of almond sweet, to make this old hillbilly jump to his feet.
She started the oven at 410, then cranked it back down to a 350 spin, to brown up the top like an old leather boot without burning up all that beautiful fruit. So bake it up hot, let it bubble and burst, but don't you dare cut it or you will be cursed.
Gotta cool it down completely or the filling will run
Like a scared little rabbit from a double-barreled gun.
Yeah, Fanny Belle's cooking up a cherry the kitchen is smoky, the lattice is set. It's the prettiest masterpiece we've ever met. We're kicking our boots off right into the floor and locking the deadbolt on the screen door.
We'll watch the TV till our eyelids get heavy, then dream about trading the truck for a Chevy. But first we gotta wait for that filling to glue, 'cause a sloppy wet pie just simply won't do.
Lordy mercy, just look at that golden crust. You see, that's the real secret to life right there. You can have all the fancy ingredients in the world, but if you don't give love time to set up on the counter, you're just left with a sticky mess. Tonight, we ain't in no rush. We're just gonna sit here on the linoleum, hold hands, listen to the crickets out in the meadow, and wait for that pie to cool. Because the best things in this life, and the sweetest women, like my Fanny Belle, are always worth the wait. Keep your jars full and your crusts flaky, friends. Well, friends, the shadows have stretched out as far as they can go, and the sky is turning that deep, quiet shade of midnight blue. The fairground lights are shutting down, the dust is settling on the track, and the static is starting to roll in across the airwaves. We've spun the tunes, shared a few tall tales, and had ourselves a mighty fine time on the dial today. You know, I was thinking about it earlier. Life is a lot like a 5-string banjo. You can construct an entire world out of a single simple spark. But true wisdom means knowing when to let the melody fade out into the quiet. We've run our course for this shift, but before we shut down the tubes on the old transmitter and leave you to the night, let's take one long, slow ride together through the neighborhoods we call home.
The static is creeping over M53. The porch lights are glowing as peaceful as can be. From the heart of Inlay City to the open country fields, we're counting up the blessings that our honest day's work yields. Packing up the tools, putting keys in the ignition, keeping up the spirit of a Michigan tradition.
We look across the county where the folks are winding down, from the front yards of Dryan to the edge of Almont town. Up in North Branch they're turning the porch lights on to stay, and down in Capac Village they are packing up the day.
Metamora's horses are asleep out in the shed, and the good folks of Lapeer are putting kids to bed. So good night to the hollows, good night to the hills, good night to the neon and the old lumber mills. Banjo signing off, but the music stays true. I'm Lay City, oh, I'm Lay City. We're shouting for you.
Tomorrow morning early, long before the sun can rise, the community will awaken with the daylight in their eyes. They'll be heading down to Kroger just to fill the pantry shelf. We're stopping by Tractor Supply to help a neighbor help himself.
Getting hardware from the locals, buying lumber, grease and thread, supporting independent shops where the local roots are spread.
We gather up our groceries with a friendly face, a smile.
We chat about the weather and we linger for a while.
From
the feed stores to the markets, every dollar that we spend
stays right here in the county with a neighbor and a friend.
It's the folks
At the cash register, the grease upon the floor that keeps the engine running right outside our kitchen door. So good night to the hollows, good night to the hills, good night to the neon and the old lumber mills. Banjo signing off, but the music stays true. I'm Lay City, oh, I'm Lay City, we're shouting for you. From the woods and from the waters, we have gathered what we need.
living close to the horizon, far away from modern greed.
With a hammer and a banjo and a prayer to pull us through.
There's a deep and quiet comfort in the honest work we do.
The world keeps moving faster,
But around here we stay slow.
watching over one another.
In the evening's fading glow.
Now the dial is getting sleepy and the signal's getting thin. The midnight hour is heavy and the fog is rolling in. Keep your family held close. Keep your old boots by the door until we meet again right here on 99.4. If the creek doesn't rise, the old tractor starts. When the transmission lines hold, we'll be right back here waiting for you when the sun clears the trees. Do a good turn for a neighbor tomorrow if you can,
Keep your powder dry.
and never forget where your roots are planted.
From all of us here in the studio at Wbanjo 99.
9 FM. Sleep well
Have a truly blessed night
and keep that melody humming.
in your heart.
Trying to find a way to be my own, and I don't know what it takes to lead alone.
I was trying to find a way to see your smile. I was trying to find a way to feel your smile.
When I was down,
I was down,
and I was down,
and I was down.
I was looking for a lover, everything I ever got.
Everything I ever got.
When I was down,
When I was down,
I didn't even know.
I didn't even know.
I was looking for a lover, everything I ever got.
was looking for a lover, and I did.
And I was looking for a lover,
Everything I ever done.
when I was down,
When I was down,
and I was down.
I didn't even know.
I wasn't looking for a lover, everything I ever done.
Mm-hmm.